Hi there, great to have you back. We're going to get into game openings very soon, but first, I need to cover something very important. In my previous video, I showed you the game board as well as the starting positions of all the pieces. Now what's even more important is being able to identify the change of location of any piece using algebraic notation. Now let's say we wanted to identify the location of this pawn. We have to treat the board like a chart. First, we check the x-axis. Clearly the pawn's on the E file. Then, we check the y-axis, and we find it's in the second rank. So the correct notation would be E2. The last time I specified that a pawn can move forward one square, and it can, but there is one exception. If a pawn is in its second rank, and this is its first move, then the player has the option of moving it forward 2 squares. So let's say we wanted to do that with the pawn on E2. Using the notation rules, we would identify the final destination as E4. And we would always use a dash to signify a move. So the correct way of expressing it would be E2-E4. When writing down the moves, it's very important to name the piece. What you do is take the first pronounced letter and you put it right before the coordinates. It's worth mentioning that if you're moving a pawn, you don't need to specify that. With every other piece, you do. For example, let's say we wanted to use this knight to attack the opponent's bishop. The knight's coordinates are f6, so we would write n f6. The bishop's coordinates are d5, so we would write b d5. And rather than using a dash to signify an attack, we would use an X. So there you have it. For practice, I'll leave you with 3 diagrams. Feel free to ask questions and leave your answers in the comments down below. Tune in next time. We're going to look at the first game opening.